Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. It's 0Quirx Legends Gaming Black Dozen Mobile. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Happy Monday night. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, all right. So here's what we have in store for you guys tonight. It's about 20 minutes until Black Sun. Uh, we will do that. It is the 29th of April, and I have less than 100 points to get into gold, so I may push ranked arena. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Um, we'll definitely try to do some Ramo. We do not have Node War tonight. After Black Sun, of course, we will do the giveaway. And after we do the giveaway, I wanted to talk about the dev notes that Perlibis released earlier today. And they released these dev notes for both Korea and global. So it seems like they're trying to address some of the player concerns that have been stated in both Korea and global. And we'll talk about that as after Black Sun. Um, I'll go ahead and I'll post the link to the dev notes here in chat for people. Go ahead and read up on it. It's fairly long. Translation isn't great, but I'm and mind you, like this is the global one that's in English, so I don't know how they translated it, but um, there will still need to be some interpretation done to what they have said. Um, then, as far as what is coming in maintenance tonight, tonight you are going to get more Land of the Morning Light stories, and we're going to get some more Black Shrine bosses. And that means more opportunities to earn embers, to make flames. Doom. In the meantime, let's go ahead and let's try to see here. Doo -doo -doo -doo. I might make a ferret Akrod. Yeah, that's what I might do. So 22 to 30. Of course, it's the bare minimum. I have 1,000 cron stones. The Let's go to camp and see if my workers are done. Okay. Only up to 1,700. Mm. I won't spend stamina to complete them right now. Maybe I'll do that later when the timer's gone down a little bit. Um, ooh, let's roll these dice before Black Sun. See how many black pearls I can get. Hmm. Oh yeah, so um the other day um I was playing this account on the Oasis server, and I got Dine on the Oasis server. Guess how many attempts it took before I got Dine on the Oasis server? Just three. 3 attempts. All it took to get Dine. And I'm glad that, they've got these tier 7s that they're giving out so that I can do more attempts, but oof. getting a lot of pet chests, which um, will be good for attempting ascensions, I guess. But um, good morning, Yang. Ooh, I got some crown stones there and 500 black pearls. I do. I know that for Korea, they're getting the new Land of Morning Light monster zones, which I believe are 69 KCP and up. And for us, we're getting the new Land of Morning Light bosses. 2 more stories and 2 more bosses. So remember, everybody, the oh yeah, I have I have not done any of these. Um, ice missions end tonight, and same with the collect Tiger Hide. The bingo event goes on for another week, and the same thing with the special training. I guess I can go. Oh yeah, Mystic Ascension class. Yes, I think I was saying last time that it had been in a while since they released the class. Um, it's been maybe about 6 weeks since they released Litanas. I figured it was about time for them to release a new class, and they did. So here's the other funny thing. So Duke is 64 636. I was 6 CP away from making Duke. Do you know how many people had to have quit in order for me to make Duke? Quite a few. Can't blame them. Well, I mean, and we'll touch on this like um after Black Sun, but I fully believe that the detailed dev notes that they released in advance of the maintenance is in direct response to the feedback and the criticisms that they've been getting lately. I mean, like, uh, I mean, they're seeing the player counts go down, the top player counts go down, and does that concern them? Of course, it should. All right. While we still have a few minutes, let's keep seeing if we can push it. Ancient Spellbound. And just another red. The poor child. after. After Black Sun, not before. After. Did I see that they nerfed Crimson Lily HP recovery? That's not the only HP recovery that they're going to be nerfing. So it is really, yeah. I don't I don't want to dive into it right now because I want to dive into it after Black Sun. um I want to dive into it after Black Sun. Because if I dive into it now, it'll be too distracting and yes, I actually do need to pay attention for Black Sun. The L is Crimson Lily. So, so yeah, so I am starting to build my um full HP pet, starting to level them up. They are all level 7 or tier 7s. I finally got the double ascension on my field item drop rate dragon. And so my primary pet set is finally fully double ascended. As you can see, my PvP set, I play with one AP pet. I have two PvP pets. Um, Here's Cam. My big ass water cup. Yeah. Okay. Who is this blood in here? Paladin is OP 1v1. Yeah, and a good paladin um that knows how to like maximize the forward guard and radiant chase. Polaris got more tanky. The thing with Solaris was always the fact that like her burn stack is just really kind of ridiculous. Like her burn passive. on top of burn skills. The BDM Care website is still not up. Yeah. A succession skill, the revamped succession skill from last week. Oh, it just came up. Is Raven better than Reaper? I think overall, I think Raven is better than Reaper, but Reaper is a much better farmer than Raven. Shy is better than all. So Shy has got better PvE. Yeah, so one of the things about the classes, um, there are some classes that have skills that do a lot of hits at small damage, and then there are classes like Raven that do fewer hits for more damage. So there are benefits and disadvantages. Right? So if you have a class that has a lot of hits for lower damage, but those skills add effects like bleed or burn, you're talking about like you're adding a lot of bleed and a lot of burn. And so that's part of the way that um those with like a lot of hits and um lower damage can come back. So like this succession skill, right? There's a maximum of 10 hits, right? It's 210 times 2, so 420 PvP damage on hit. Up to 10 hits, right? That's up to 4,000% PvP damage. Okay. Plus 120 damage every 1 second for 3 seconds. So it's a lot of damage over a larger period of time. And it is skills like that, like the spin to win, um, that is really good for PvE, for farming. Because you can be farming in areas where you can't quite one hit kill the mobs, but the extra damage over time finishes them off. And because of the large number of hits, you can be hitting a lot of mobs in quick succession. And so Reaper is a very, very good, very efficient farmer. However, it is nowhere near as good of a farmer as Wizard, Igneous, um, or Archmage, just because those classes can basically do no move AoE farming with high enough damage. If you take a look, like my class, in order to farm efficiently, moves around a lot, right? And so a lot of time is spent going back to the spot. And when that animation um, comes up, like, and your character tries to run back, if you run into an enemy mob that gets in your way and prevents you from going back to that spot, you could very well be stuck in that spot for like a good while, like maybe 5 seconds or more, before like it has you start attacking again. If you're lucky and you go back to that spot without getting blocked, like that's a good thing, but still, that's time that is spent in just running and not attacking and takes away from the kills per minute. So Raven, terrible. Um, but the that's really nice about Raven is, especially out in open field, they have a lot of protection. Um, they do have a lot of Seret. And even their escape skill does a lot of damage. 614%. That's pretty big damage for an escape skill. Right, knocking on wood. Oh yeah. The update in KR is just for the whales. 69k plus. Plus one summonable field boss, and I think there's another. I saw that you could do a Duxini summon, and I think what was it, the fox as a field boss. All right, I got 90K. We'll call that a good night. Ooh, there's a 15. Okay, so all right. Well, all right. Back to camp we go. All right, here we go. Have I checked the KR patch notes? I mean, I pretty much know what's going to be in there, and it's all. It's just going to be a new. A new zone. And in a few minutes, after Black Sun is over, we'll talk about the other big part of the patch notes, the dev notes that they released before patch. Oh, I need food. AR players are really angry about classes that haven't been buffed in a long time. I don't think they're the only ones that are unhappy, and I think the dev notes that they released is a direct outcome of the dissatisfaction that the community has been talking about. I've awakened 4 accessories. Yes. I think last week I got really lucky from one of my um guildmates boots, and I got another necklace. So I only have my necklace left. And I'm 56 out of 90. Or is it 95? I can't remember. All right, that was another terrible one. Go. All right, 22 to 30. 25. Okay. All right, so I'm up to 800,000. All right. Hang on just a sec. You always see it above Zerk. Trigger people. Yeah, well. uh, so, as this gets started, I'm just going to start by. Let's go ahead and. All right. Last Monday of April, giveaway has started. Exclamation point raffle for a chance to win 2 months of the Plus Pack. The Plus Pack gives you Combat Plus, Black Spirit Plus, Life Plus, plus a month's worth of Irene. You're made at camp. And as usual, giveaway is every Monday after Black Sun. Now, while that is going on, let's take a moment. Let's talk about the developer note. Okay. It feels just like yesterday that we celebrated the 4th year of Black Desert Mobile with all of you, and yet the warmth of May is soon approaching. In the first half of 2024, we updated the content introduced at the last Calpheon Ball, and time has just flown by since then. During this process, seeing the excitement and encouragement from our adventurers has given us strength, and your sincere advice and concern made us realize that our adventurers may care about the future of Black Desert Mobile even more than we do, which we truly appreciate. I'm going to take a moment and pause right here because this statement, and I think it may be a translation thing, but it also may not. But it says Our adventurers may care about the future of Black Desert Mobile even more than we do. Okay? I'm just gonna say that if that is the case, if the players care more about the future of the game than you as the developer, we are in trouble. I mean, I get it. BDM global players, we're just your ATM. Buff Titans. That's just, and it's only care players, it's care players. Well, this statement here, our adventurers may care about the future of Black Desert Mobile even more than we do. If that statement is true, we are in trouble. In today's developer notes, we'd like to discuss 3 major topics. First, class balance adjustments. Class balance sees regular adjustments based on overall performance in PvE, PvP, and more, as opposed to performance in a specific piece of content. Now, so this statement here, class balance sees regular adjustments based on overall performance in PvE, PvP, and more, as opposed to performance in a specific piece of content. Now, I can't remember the last time they put out basically they had a class tier list based upon usage of a specific class in specific PvP content and their win rate. And I think the last time they did that was a year and a half ago. Okay. So this statement, class balance sees regular adjustment based on overall performance in PvE, PvP, and more, opposed, right? This statement is only believable if they consistently post those class-based performances, right? So this statement is just bullshit. Okay? Overall performance in PvE, PvP, and more. So, Pearl Abyss, let's see it. Let's see the data. Let's see the data that tells us how you're making class balance adjustments based upon the data. Show it to us. What classes are the most effective in PvE? What classes are the least effective in PvE? And show us the balancing changes that you're making, and then show us how much more effective those changes make that class versus before. If you can't show us that difference, then this statement means absolutely nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. It's just fluff that you're putting out there. Show us the data. Now, they take a step in the right direction. Because from here, they talk directly about the Crimson Lily and her passive skill, Blood Harvest. And Blood Harvest, her passive skill, once you reach level 70 and you get the 10% HP heal on every 5 skill use, is the reason why I recommend Crimson Lily to every new player that starts Black Desert Mobile. Because Crimson Lily's survivability rate in higher CP situations is extremely high. You can consistently push boss rushes at a much higher CP level than you would with any other class. We're talking 3, 4, maybe even 5k CP higher. You'd have to do it manually, but you can still do it because of the amount of heals you get on the character. It's insane. And so they show the data. Okay? The top bar is Crimson Lily now. Middle bar is Crimson Lily adjusted. And the bottom bar is Megu. Okay? And what you see is just the 10% heal with every 5 skills is just insane. Right? Because basically you're getting 4,000 CP. Now it looks like the adjustment brings it down to 5%. Warchild and Elridge, you both say that her damage is bad. Now go back to what I said a few minutes ago. There are different kinds of damages, right? And here's the thing. I'll give you an example, right? 210% times 2 with a max of 10 hits, right? So that's 420 times 10 hits. That's 4,200%. But that's if you get all 10 hits in, okay? This one, oh wait, let me, all right, I forgot to switch back. Okay. So Death Circus, 210 times 2, right? Maximum of 10 hits. 4,200%. Okay. Doom Vortex is basically 500% times 4. Plus 500% in the Void Zone if they remain in the Void Zone. Okay. So the question is, would you rather have 500% times 4 as a single hit, or would you rather have 420 over 10 hits? Okay. In this game, right? This game, like all of the game modes, is more about how um how quickly you can kill versus how much can you survive. Okay? Here I'm just making anything an issue just to have an argument. Okay. I'll address some of your points. Survivability doesn't mean shit when you hit like a little girl. I mean, Survivability means a lot. A lot. Like, I mean, if you're playing Raminus as Crimson Lily and you break the ballista, like, survive, right? And keep the points. Okay? So here's the thing, right? This game's PvP is about how quickly you can do damage, not how much can you avoid damage. And that's the case across all of the PvP game modes. And what that means is it is really hard to build a survivability class for PvP. That is why, like, in a lot of PvP modes, when there's a significant CP difference, it doesn't matter what the opponent's DP is. If their AP is significantly higher than your DP, you just melt. That's just how that's going to work. So people prefer burst damage versus damage over time, because damage over time, there's no guarantees that that damage will hit the other player, right? In this instance, right, it's 420% with a maximum of 10 hits. If you only get one hit off, you get 420% damage. If you get one hit off, you get basically 2000%. So which one would you like better? Damage over multiple hits or damage on a single hit? Okay, here's another one. 1200% damage on hit. Okay, 16. So basically, this is like 1700% PvP damage on hit. Okay, this is 500, the maximum of 6 hits, right? So it could be up to 3000. Which would you rather have? This over 6 hits? Or this in a single hit? 1600 versus 500. Burst damage is always worth it, because this, the 1600 on this single hit, 1600 on this single hit is going to be worth more. Because if you miss, you miss. But if you hit, you hit. So that's the reason why I say, like, classes like Reaper, where a lot of the skills are skills over a large number of hits, they're not very good. They're only good if you can get all of those hits in. Now, another class that suffers from multiple hit syndrome is Lotus. The Lotus is really good in PvP situations because of their rotation. Their skill rotation basically puts their big multiple skill hits in succession with the debuff combo in the following order: stun, daze, knockback, knockdown, knockup, bound. Okay. That's the same thing with Berserker. Is their combo, you can basically get all 5 of these CCs in order. If you get the first one, you can get all of the rest of it. Now, with Berserker, right, you get burst damage. You basically get a couple of hits, but they're really, really big. With Lotus, you get dozens of hits, but they're really, really small. The thing is that they stack over time. Kind of like DPS, because sometimes many hits make you stop for a moment. That's what you think. That's right. A lot of those with a significant number of hits, they don't have protection in arena. So you have to be really skilled in your timing to be able to use it. And that's why Crimson Lily is weak in arena, because they don't have protection um, for all of it. Okay? So they show us the data right here. Under identical conditions without use of any items that increase their damage or recover HP, this shows the class's HP recovery through skills alone. So, what did I say about this up here? Class balance sees regular adjustments based on overall performance in PvE. This statement means nothing unless they show the data. Now, they do show the data for this specific class, which I think is a good thing. Now they need to do it for all the other classes. So this is a really good start. Okay. After the adjustment, you can see Crimson Lily's HP recovery has decreased, but it's still larger than other classes, maintaining her trait of recovering HP quickly. We will continue with class balance adjustments that narrow the gap in performance between classes while considering the details required in maintaining each class's unique characteristics. And I disagree with this sentiment completely. I don't want you to narrow the gap in performance between classes. I want you to make distinctive classes with hard counters. I don't want classes to just get closer and closer. Let me go ahead and I'll do the drawing in just a moment. Let me finish this thought. Okay. The I don't want the classes to be the same. I want them to be different. I want if I pick a certain class, right, it should be able to do something unique that is unique about the class, like the Crimson Lily heal. Okay. If Crimson Lily could heal a lot but doesn't do a lot of damage, right, those things kind of offset each other. What I want to see is the ability for classes to be unique and counter each other. I narrow the gap in performance. Like, basically, I want it to kind of be like this. Like, a Titan versus a Berserker, Titan always wins. Titan versus a Shy, Shy always wins. Shy versus Archmage, Archmage always wins. Archmage versus Huntress, Huntress always wins. Huntress versus Berserker, Berserker always wins. I want something like that. Because then that means, like, you pick a specific class, right? There's one class that will always beat you. And there's one class that you can always beat. Hard counters. Like, what they need to do is not narrow the gap in performance between the classes. What they need is they need classes that break meta classes. we'll pause on this. Let's go ahead and pick the winner. Congratulations, Callus. Hey there, CT Berry. Welcome in. Congratulations, Callus. Can you pop me a message on Discord real quick so that your chat is up at the top so that I can send you the code? That would be greatly appreciated. And you won the last giveaway code of April, and you redeemed it with a dad joke, and here you go. Where does Batman go to relieve himself? Where does Batman go to relieve himself? Anyone? The Batcave was the Love Love Hotel. A very Asian thing to say. He goes to the Bat Room. It's a dad joke, guys. Come on. The Bat Room. All right. Let me get this code over to you. All right. So let's finish up this conversation about the class change. This here. We will continue with class balance adjustments that narrow the gap in performance between classes while considering the details required and maintaining each class's unique characteristics. Not only is it important to focus on the fun factor of content, but the actual gameplay environment where the content exists also should be a key focus. This part of the sentence makes absolutely no sense coming after it is not only is it important to focus on the fun factor of content, and it doesn't make sense because more often than not, right now, the actual gameplay environment takes away the fun factor. So if I were to give you any feedback, Pearl Abyss, is no. It is important to focus on the fun factor of content, not the actual gameplay environment where the content exists. Because right now, the gameplay environment where the content exists is not fun for players. So let me say that one more time for you, Pearl Abyss, is it is important to focus on the fun factor of the content, not the actual gameplay environment where the content exists, because the actual gameplay environment is taking away the fun factor for players. In response to our adventures, feedback regarding in-game lag and loading speed improvements, they've monitored the game's overall performance. As a result, during the maintenance, they have reduced the memory usage in the game app and carried out various graphics and performance optimizations. Okay. Hopefully, you guys see better performance. We did, however, discover an issue where these optimizations would fail to apply, so we made further changes via a data update on Wednesday. With these changes in place, we successfully implemented the optimizations. allowing for faster, smoother experience in a more stable environment when switching zones, large-scale combat, and fighting field bosses. Okay? Now, then they go on and they explain the addition of the new zones that they're adding in the Land of Morning Light. We understand the necessity for monster zones with higher recommended CP. Final stages of developing new monster zones set in the Land of Morning Light. The recommended CP for Dongye province ranges from 66.5 to 71k, a bit higher than previously mentioned. Basically, I will not be able to do it. 64, 668. So I'm 2k CP below. Now, one of the things that it will drop is a new drop where you can summon the Dokkaebi King Duxini. So you farm in the new zones, and there's a small chance that you get a drop. The Kebi Fire. You head over to the Dokkaebi Cave and use the Kebi Fire to light a lantern. And once you've lit the lanterns, Duxini appears as a field boss. Okay? You defeat the field boss, and it'll drop loot, which you take to the Torong Merchant Guild, which I believe is in Land of Morning Light Towns. And there's a set chance for embers. You can farm there unlimited. Yes, so these are new Monster Zone maps in Land of Morning Light. So, yeah, it's the same as the winter map. Just like Everfrost Defense. Now, in the zone, you can also get this Fox Sealing Gourd bottle from Fox Hunters at Honglim Base. And basically, if you get that, you get the ability to summon the Nine-Tailed Fox. Basically, like you would for like the Dim Tree Spirit Horn right now. You can still go there even if your CP is lower. Yes, you can. It just means it'll be harder to hunt. Like you want to be within 1k of their recommended CP. Otherwise, you'll have a really hard time. So, as I said, it's been about 6 weeks since we've got Latanas. And so they announced Askia, the Ascended Mystic. So, it looks like what they're trying to do is this, like, I have not seen a dev note like this, like pre-patch, that talks more in depth about some of the things that players have been concerned with. I hope they make this a regular thing, and I hope they go deeper into the data. What I really want to see from them is I want them to show me the data, the class data, class performance data. Let me just do a warm up here. It'll just be just a new farming zone in the land of morning light, just like any others. It's 66.5K. Elridge. Higher CP. All right. And I get promotion. Let's see what the matchups are like. 66.5. What are you sorry for? You're queuing ranked. Well, let's see if we get each other. If we do, then I'll be done queuing ranked. You need 3 wins for what? Finish your placements? Warchild, are you platinum? Well, shit. No, no, no. Nice. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Ah, damn it. Bad timing on my part. Good job. Ah, come on. Grinding points is going to suck. At least I'm only losing 2 points to you. So I didn't realize that Proxy was not a very good berserker. I don't think he's a noob. Yeah, so I have a problem when I face War Child is I panic and I burn skills unnecessarily, and so I run out of skills with protection. Right. If I can't get a match here shortly, then I'm gonna go into Raminus for a couple of matches, and then I'll call it a night. I wish they would put like Night of Vengeful Souls like at this time. All right, not getting any match. I'm almost top 100 only with like 2,000 points. All right, yeah, Yang. Looks like Ramo is kind of dead too. Yep, Ramo's dead. All right. Well, I already have 800,000 Adana. I don't think I need more than that. Um, All right. Before I go, let's do just. You want to see a video demo Titan Heal Nerf next week? All right. Let's just do some RNG to close out the night. 1, 2, okay, 8. So we'll do 2 more. Have I completed all the Black Shrine boss difficulty levels? Nope, I have not done a number 5 on any of the bosses. All right. Well, there goes about 300 billion silver. And I am still right where I left off. However, I wait for the Bari 5 stream. Well, I mean, need 72 more followers before I do Bari 5 on stream again. um, ooh, okay. We'll do one more RNG thing. I will show you how I do my totems now. And then we'll do one of these. Nope. Okay. All right. Well, I ended with one more +7 than I have before. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming tonight. We will see you on Wednesday for Atmak Garmoth, and it'll be the first day of the month, so we'll see what PvP stuff I can push. Thank you, and have a good night, everybody.